What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Blue Devils will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one.
Let's go, Spear Dog.
Performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Complete with conviction on the cross. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. Breaks into the open.
Oh, come on.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The give to the back.
Yes, sir.
Race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one.
Good job. Let's go. Get that crowd into it. Play defense.
Offenses throughout the season struggle with
crowd
rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here in this game, in this environment. All 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
The Blue Devils offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance to...
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Berry. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for a huge play.
No way.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about...
There he goes! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. This time they'll go to the running game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Blue Devils can put this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Quarterback there is just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Berry. Oh, they're after him. Snags it on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something to...
Touchdown, no! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
The give to the tailback. Thrust that arm out. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to go deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes it from the gun on third down. Takes the grab. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll go to the sneak.
Picked up play before I freaking saw.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really make them something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Got his man quickly. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself. Do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the... But who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one. And he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make the play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. The quick out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Puts it out of the air. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will
This
start at the
Duke
25.
team dead.
And Duke has
Dead
the ball
after
back,
what they
ready
did
to
to us
go on
last
the
year.
attack.
Dead.
Boy, they've
Bring them
been
to me
caught in a
alive,
buzzsaw
but
here in
dead.
the first half, but maybe a chance
That
to
makes
carry
sense,
some
dead.
momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Catch in the middle. It's
Stop the
Brown.
in-breaking route.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Snow. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw again. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Blue Devils want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again. This time a 47-yard try. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Back to pass, it's Sperry. Quick completion on the out. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll swing it out to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They think they can create space here with the run to the right.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Gonna swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. The Blue Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Going for 6.
Dang it.
Touchdown, Blue Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose.
Bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go
KD
so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Run it here.
And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just... Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket, forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some...
Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They'll run play action. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Solid run on the last play, gives this offense another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working on the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll they'll go back to the ground. Got room to work. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Time to take a shot. Couldn't quite
Keep
haul it
trying,
in.
man.
They
Keep trying.
almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team.
All right. Let me see. Chart. I'm gonna play quarterback. Let's go. He's got to
Stop
stay.
him right there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run it from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Jones wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense for good field position. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you.
Yeah, I got 2 more. Try and play 2 more.
So first down, we'll
Sorry,
open up the
hopefully you saw
final
that.
period.
Or I just saw that now. Try to play 2 more.
He'll ride his man on the option. Can't get him to the ground. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Jones to throw. Bringing the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting to drive with a 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Touchdown, Blue Devils! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He wisely lets that one bounce through. End zone, and they'll take over at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes.
Through adversity, he doesn't play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to win.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Webster. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
You know, momentum's a big part at the quarterback position, too. And sure, he threw a pick on the last drive. So let's come out on this one and find some easy completions from the pocket. If it's not there for me downfield right away, let me find my check down and get myself back into ready.
Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little extra time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
All right, defense. Come over this hurdle.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. That's reeled in. It's Tyler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
That's a good start for this offense, but it's got to be all gas. We've got to be fast. We can't guarantee ourselves we're going to score 2 two-point conversions after we get these 2 touchdowns. Maximize this possession. Got to be aggressive.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Seminoles. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Blue Devils are in the hurry up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Blue Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And the Knowles in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run for it on third and short. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.